Welcome to 30 and Nerdy Afternoon Delight. My name is David.
My name is AJ.
And this week, we are once again Brady-less. He is helping out a friend, and a friend in need is a friend indeed.
I wouldn't say helping, but I would say...
Being there with a friend. Spending time with a friend.
It's his friend who decided he wanted to be single. They're having a hooray, you're single party with a lot of booze. Brady's been drinking a ton.
Please drink responsibly, Brady.
Please do.
Keep your pants on.
Or don't. See if I give a fuck.
This is going to be kind of a quiet episode, besides the fact that Fallout 76 is coming out, so that's probably the biggest announcement I can think of. Besides that, just released a few days ago was Call of Cthulhu October 30th.
Yep.
So literally 5 days ago?
Yep. I really want to get it. I put in for a contest, and I hope I win it.
It looks beautiful. I've watched a few Let's Plays, and it looks really nice. You can tell that it's by a not AAA studio.
Yeah.
Just by like lip syncing and stuff like that. But that,
Who cares?
that's a minor detail that, okay, it's a major detail to some people, but it doesn't bother me enough to where it would deter me from playing the game.
Right.
We're not going to talk about Call of Cthulhu, because we already talked about that.
Yep.
But few games coming out in November was Diablo 3 Eternal Collection, but that's for the Switch. And BlizzCon is going on right now. I think it's second to last day or last day. I think today's the last day.
It might be.
So hopefully coming out here soon, because I didn't buy a digital ticket. Hopefully soon we start hearing about, WoW Classic and some of the other stuff. Because I watched the live opening ceremony or whatever where they introduced the new character for Overwatch.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool, and got to watch the little movie. Made me really miss E3.
Yeah.
Just because it gave me that same kind of feeling of just loving just sitting there watching stupid stuff about video games. And so that was pretty cool. Got to see that they are going to remaster the Warcraft 3, which I'm super excited about because I love Warcraft 3.
I'm super, super excited for this.
And I think that'd be kind of a lot of fun to get in the mix instead of having StarCraft 2 be the new what's the word I'm looking for?
RTS.
Well, RTS, but the esports version, because everybody, it's a great game for that, but I think going back to the older games that people broke their teeth on would be a lot of fun to see some esports go back to stuff like Age of Empires 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because, they just came out with the Ultimate HD or whatever not too long ago. And I would love to put Brian into that.
Old school Command & Conquer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Command & Conquer Generals. I love that one. That's my favorite
Generals?
one. Generals is my favorite one.
Generals? Red Alert 2.
Was that the one? Okay, it was Red Alert 2, because I always get all my Command & Conquers mixed up, because I didn't play a lot lot of them. Mm-hmm. Because all my friends had them, but I
played every single one.
I didn't have any of those. I got like Age of Empires 1, 2, and like Sims and SimCity and stuff like that, but all my friends had like all the Command & Conquers.
Yeah.
And is that the one where you can have, if you're playing the American, quote unquote, or whatever, the Allied powers, where you can have a soldier hunker down in like a sandbag turret, basically, and level up?
Yeah.
Okay, then Red Alert 2 was probably my favorite, because didn't they have Tim Curry in it?
Yeah.
And then the really hot chick as like your ally, but Tim Curry was like the bad guy, the over-the-top villain that his character in that I loved. I just thought it was hilarious. And you could tell it was really super campy, but at the same time, I didn't care.
I love all of the live action Command and Conquer stuff. It's all super cheesy and fun.
But I think that's part of its endearing nature. It's because they aren't taking themselves too seriously to where...
But yeah, he was a Russian general.
Yeah.
He was one of the Ruskies.
Because all I would do is I would try and get a lot of those grunts and plop them down in their sandbags early on when they're just sending kind of infantry, so they'd level up. So then when they sent tanks, I'd have like 5 or 6 of those guys, or as many as you could have.
Yeah.
Kind of just lining my base in, and then they'd just slowly take the tank down before it got in.
Yeah, because they got general power.
Yeah, so then they got more and more powerful, and
which I missed that. Like, not a lot of RTSs do that, and I wish they did.
I would love to see Brian get back into, because if you never got to see Brian in his heyday. I mean,
I didn't.
And of course, this is a mutual friend of ours, Brian. He was ridiculously amazing because we would have these battles at Faith because you weren't allowed to connect to the outside internet for gaming.
Right.
So you could only play over the intranet. And so we always had 2 people upstairs because we were in dorm 10 or whatever. And so we were 10 down, and we had 2 guys who lived in the same room who refused to play against each other because they're like, oh, we're just going to screen sheet. But it's just because they wanted to be on the same team. Mm-hmm. And they just didn't want to not be on the same team. And so then we had Q for this one, because we had this one massive game where it was like 2 guys from 10 up, 2 guys from dorm 304. Then it was me, Thomas, Brian, and somebody else. I don't even think nobody else mattered because it was all just Brian. Because Q had some Arabian, one of the Arabian factions in Age of Empires 2. Brian had the Goths, and he had it mapped out, and he just was super. He could get it going to where, because you could pump out Goth Huskarls, I think, or Hussarls or something like that, ridiculously fast. So he'd do every little upgrade he had to take without taking any of the extra ones, knew exactly which age he needed to be in, and then he'd have like 2 or 3 barracks and just make so Q. Because this is why I suck at games like what's the game where you start in like the Stone Age and then you can progress to the future?
Rise of Nations.
Rise of Nations or something like that,
Yeah.
And I'm like just getting into the Golden or Bronze Age, and then all of a sudden there's like tanks rolling over the hills at me. And it's like, so that's why I suck, because I fart around and do stupid stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm totally a turtle player. I have no clue how people play fast.
And so Q had gotten like, I don't know, 10 or 15, maybe 20, a huge horde of camel riders came down and were just beating the piss out of me. And all my villagers are running into my town center. And then all of a sudden I just see this massive, whatever color Brian was, we'll say blue. This just massive blob of Hussarls that just came, killed all his soldiers, and just kept on pushing north, and just kept on, you just kept on seeing like, so-and-so has been defeated, so-and-so has been defeated, so-and-so. And I just kept on seeing this constant stream of just Hussarls just walking up past my base. And so I built some soldiers and sent them up to do nothing, because what are they going to do? Because they had like special armor so they could take more hits from arrows, and then they did more damage to buildings. And plus, if there's like 60 of them standing around a dude, he's just going to die quickly. But Brian was just amazing. And so, I mean, you didn't need anybody else.
Well, yeah, he went into his self-called retard mode.
Yep, his zone.
All of that football really messed his brain up good.
Well, then it did. Now he's a microbiologist.
Yeah, look at that.
At least one of us made it.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
But
yeah, I miss those old RTS games. I really wish they would make a comeback. And speaking of old games, let's move to what are you playing? I'm currently playing Fable 1.
Fable 1 is probably the best one.
I'm playing the Anniversary Edition.
Except that whenever I play an evil cleric character, I grow horns, I grow pale and veiny, and then I can never gain any weight. So I'm just like this husk of a shell of a little thing, and so I'm trying to like woo the ladies, and I look like the Christian Bale from The Machinist or whatever.
So gross. Oh man, that's hilarious. Well, KJ's been playing Fable 2, and I was like, I'm going to play a real Fable. I'm going to play Fable 1. And it's pretty funny. Apparently, she tried playing it, and the game just glitched out hardcore on her. Like the A button didn't work, so she couldn't talk to anybody and everything else. And I was like, "That's funny. That thing that took you 45 minutes to do, I just got it done in 10." And so she's watching me play, and she's like, "I'm bored. I kind of want to play." So I was like, "Fine, you can play your game for a bit." And she gets on playing Fable 2, and it just didn't stop. We were up until midnight. I was up till midnight watching her play Fable, and then we both came to bed. And then she said she got up after I passed out and played Fable 2 till 4 in the morning. And I was like, "Jesus Christ, honey, what are you doing?" She's like, "Well, I went to the blacksmith and I blacksmithed my way all the way up into a bunch of money, and then I bought some houses so I could rent them out."
See, the thing I liked about Fable 2 was that even when you were offline or, not playing the game, the passage of time still took effect.
Yep.
So if you're going to make $200,000 in a week or gold or whatever, then when you came back you stopped on Monday and you came back next Monday, you get that 200,000 gold or whatever, which I really like that.
That was really cool.
Instead of where some games were like, all right, you've been gone for a year, you're going to not get any more gold. Now, I don't know if they actually had that because I don't remember logging back in after that much time, but I feel like you still got a ton of money.
Yeah, it still kept going even after your game was off. No matter how long, you still got your big payout. So,
and that was the one game, because is that the Fable 2 is the one where you had the 3 endings, where you saved the kingdom, you saved the dog, or you saved yourself? I thought it was a different choice than saving yourself.
Everybody saved their dog.
I saved the game before that.
It had the end boss that was just like a pushover.
I saved the game right before that, so that way I could save everybody in Albion or whatever. I saved myself, and then the game I kept was the one where I saved my dog because I love my dog.
Yeah.
I didn't want to kill my dog. Screw that. Sorry, people of Albion. Maybe if you'd been nicer to me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Maybe if you wouldn't given me the herpes.
Yeah, maybe if you'd given me more gifts.
Instead of making me give you gifts.
Yeah.
So what if I have a husband or a wife in each town?
Maybe 2 in the same.
Jealous much? I always felt bad if I had one in the same town where I had because I always got overly attached to my significant others. So I'd feel really bad if I bought a house and it was early in the game and it was like, oh, we're getting this humble abode with this beautiful woman or whatever. And then all of a sudden I get tons of gold and I get another wife and then have a beautiful house, but I still have my old wife in the crappy house. So I felt really horrible for the one who's stuck in the crappy house.
Shit, that's hilarious. And yeah, that's quite the quandary. Usually if you have 2 in the same town, what I always had happen was they both divorced you.
There was so many hours just wasted on doing flexing poses and kissing and getting all the smiley face little green thing that floats above their head instead of. I really hated because sometimes they'd be really fickle and you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna strike a pose and be like, oh, I don't like that, and get the frowny face. All right, I'll try this one, frowny face. Try this one, frowny face. Be like, fine, I'm done.
Got it down to a science. She's like, you thumbs up, then you show your trophies off 5 or 6 times, and you thumbs up, so then you show off your trophy some more, and then you're getting a 30% discount at all the stores. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. You rock on with your bad self. I bet she's playing right now as we're talking. She's probably out there swinging her big old steel hammer.
And I think I played a girl in Fable 2. And I felt really bad because I think I've said it before on our show, but I feel like Fable, Peter Monalou was a little bit sexist in that I tried to be skinny. I didn't eat anything for weeks, and I still was fat. Yeah. So I don't get it.
I don't know. KJ's
Apparently I was carrying around water weight.
KJ's character is skinny. Ish.
I think it's because I
She thick where it's supposed to be.
I think it's because I like to carry on big, heavy swords, and so apparently that just meant I was going to be beefy and meaty.
I think what happened was you weren't fat, you were just muscular.
I think it was a little bit of both. Because there'd be times where I'm like, well, I'm going to eat these 20 chickens. Because you could just hit the whatever D-pad button to eat it, whatever's in your...
Oh, crap. I'm pretty low on health. Looks like these 6 pies are really going to come in handy. And then you just see the fat icon. Just... You should have ate tofu. Tofu is what takes down your fatness.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Well, I probably wasn't paying attention to that.
So many years later, now you know.
Now you know.
The more you know.
But surprisingly, by the time Fable 3 came out, I think that it had kind of waned. It had waned. Because, I mean, I loved Fable 1. Fable 2 is a lot of fun, but I think Fable 1 still ranks higher.
Yeah.
Even though there was more to do in Fable 2 and it was a bigger map and all that kind of stuff and better mechanics, I think. But I think I still had more fun just with the ideas of Fable 1 and kind of... It wasn't as open as Peter Molyneux had first said. I mean, as far as everything you'd be able to do and all the broad-reaching scope they had said. But I mean, if anything has taught us, games promise a lot and deliver a little. And you just hope that what they deliver is good enough to satisfy you. But by the time 3 came out, you're like, well, I don't really care about this. I don't care about the kingdom or getting this money by the time that the Dark Army comes. I just don't care. Come, Dark Lord.
I don't know anybody. Well, okay, I'll scratch that. My dad did it. He raised enough money before the Dark Army showed up, and then but he's a Fable fanatic, much like with Fallout and Elder Scrolls. He's a fanatic about it. So he had multiple saves where he played as this character, and he knew how to manipulate the trade system and everything else. He told me, in Fable 1, he's like, if you go to the whorehouse in Fable 1 and you sell them a bunch of crates of this and then you buy them back, you end up getting more money back no matter what. So you can just keep buy, sell, and then you're just gonna
rinse and repeat.
Yep.
That was
all the money.
That was early on in Fallout 4. They had some, and I don't understand how people figured out these glitches where they'd be like, you take all these bullets and you sell all but one, and then you buy them all back. Then you buy it. Then you sell them all. Then you buy them, sell them, buy them, sell them, and you get infinite money. I don't understand how people figure that out, but it didn't work for me when I tried it.
It didn't?
No, I think they patched it by the time I tried it.
Oh.
But that's fine. I picked up everything in the world, so I had tons of caps. I have thousands of caps.
Caps were not an issue.
They were not. But I am playing Diablo 3 still.
Yeah.
Just because that's usually what I play when I edit.
Your fallback.
That's my fallback. And then my
son,
bitch. Yeah. My son bought, and I know everybody's going to roll their eyes, but AJ talked me out of and kept me off the ledge where he's like, just wait, buy it when it goes on sale. Because Brady bought Red Dead Redemption 2. And I was like, oh, I really want to get it now. Because Brady has it and we could play it and we could talk about it and it'd be fun. And then I was like, no, I'm going to listen to AJ. I'm going to wait. It'll be fine. I got plenty of games to play. So then I came home on the 1st because I noticed that Battlefield 1 was one of the free games this month on Xbox Live.
Ooh, nice.
So I was like, oh, I'll get that because I really liked it on PlayStation. And I enjoy that it has a bullet drop and all that kind of jazz, which I just found out that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has bullet drop in this one finally. So that makes me happy. But that's a side note. And I noticed because it told me you need to free up some space because you need to, and I thought I had roughly just about enough. So I was like, all right, I'll just delete one game that I haven't played in a long time. And I looked at my queue and I was like, why is Red Dead Redemption 2 in my queue? And apparently, and I thought I had put it so that you had to have a passcode to use the debit card or credit card or whatever's on there.
Yeah.
Apparently that is not the case. And so my son bought Red Dead Redemption 2. Thankfully, only the $59.99 one, not the $100 one.
Well, that's good.
Because I don't care about all that other stuff. I mean, sure, I might like the DLC if that's what it came with, but yeah. I'll have a hard enough time trying to finish the base game, let alone tack on however many DLCs that they want to toss my way. Because it's a Rockstar game. So I'm going to go full balls to the wall, go crazy, be like, oh, this is such a huge world. There's so much to do. And then do nothing.
I love loading screens.
Yeah. I'm going to go play Liar's Dice. And then I'm going to go to this place and play some poker. And then I'm going to shoot some women and horses. And tie this guy up and stick him on a railroad track.
You just like an old-timey villain?
Yeah. Oh,
And then I'm going to twirl my mustache.
I better be able to get an amazing waxy mustache in this game.
You better.
Because and the thing I'm happy about is because I didn't realize this. I didn't really pay attention to much of Red Dead Redemption 2. The press releases and stuff like that coming up because I was like, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. So I don't want to read it because I'm just going to want to get it.
Yep.
And apparently this takes place before Red Dead Redemption number 1. So this is, you're actually in, but John Marston is actually in this game, but you play a different person and you're in the gang and they have different gang related stuff like go rob this place, do this, do that. So that's kind of cool. And I'm excited for that just because I love John Marsden. So maybe it's something with the name Marsden because it's also one of my favorite books is the Stephen King's Salem's Lot. In the Marsden house.
Hey, check that out.
So it's just something with a name. I don't know. Probably going to be killed by a person named Marsden.
Probably.
If I meet a person named Marsden, I'm going to be really freaked out.
You should be.
Like, hey, David, here's your new coworker. His name is Mr. Marsden. Oh, well, David's quitting. Thank you. Have a good day.
It was written in the fates. The fates had described it.
But I haven't played it yet because it was 89 gigabytes.
Yeah,
which is
I hear
ridiculous.
It's honking huge because they want to make it look pretty.
Yep, and it looks pretty. But I haven't played it, and it's one of those times where it's like I have this brand new game, I'm really excited to play it, but I'm almost too scared to play it. Like I don't want, my hype is so high that I don't even want to.
Because what if? The what if factor?
Well, it's not really even the what if. It's just I don't want to. I want to just be able to enjoy the story and enjoy the feel of it, not be like, oh, it's so jittery and just so, new game, new whatever, excited. I just want to kind of be chill and enjoy it. I don't want to be all, so I just want to be like, it ain't no thing. It's sitting there waiting for me. I don't care. Whatever.
So you're trying not to put it on a pedestal.
Yeah. I don't put the pussy on a pedestal, AJ.
Exactly. You don't put the pussy on a pedestal. And that's what you're doing.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to take it off the pedestal. No Red Dead 2 on the pedestal. Taking it off. Just putting it on the shelf.
Yeah, just put it on the shelf.
Save it later.
You come to it. Don't let it come to you.
Yeah. I did have, there's a funny thing on one of the 40K forums. And of course, I sent it to our chat that you weren't privy to because I sent it to Brady. He's like, yep, already failed it. And I sent it on like the first. But it has a picture of an Imperial Guardsman. It says, giving in to temptation is weakness. Weakness is heresy. Mankind needs you to complete No Fap November.
I've already failed. It's actually No Nut November.
Yeah, but this is...
So, I have no fap. I'm good, but no nut.
Yeah, you failed.
I failed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything, which that's a horrible month.
Like right now, we're trying to have a baby, so there's nuts every night. I even tried telling my wife, I was like, honey, we can't get pregnant this month. And she's like, why? And I was like, because it's No Nut November. And she's just like, No Nut November. You boys do the dumbest things.
That would be the truth.
And I was like, yep, we do.
That still reminds me of...
That's too bad you're making me pregnant. And I go, okay.
That reminds me of
Not gonna argue.
That sign that's on the billboard, or I think it's something like hundreds of men will die because of their stupidity, and then some guy went up there with a spray can and said, no, we won't, or whatever. But he had to climb up there to spray paint on it, so
yeah,
proves that we do just stupid stuff, which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
keeps the gene pool clean of idiots. Maybe
sometimes. I made it through. I don't know how.
Well, then apparently you're not an idiot, or at least not in. Maybe you're on the outside, but you're just not on one of the further outliers.
Well, I don't eat glue.
No,
There's that.
you got that going for you.
That's higher than Brady.
He just sniffs it. He doesn't eat it.
He used to eat glue.
Oh, well. That explains something, Brady.
He said it tastes good.
Sure. It's like an acquired taste.
Yeah, I'm not going to try it. I don't think I ever tried glue. I hated the smell of it. Especially Elmer's glue. Ugh.
I don't mind the smell of super glue. Whatever I use to put my models together.
Ooh, yeah.
That's
super
that's
glue
got that like
smells-
super bite to it.
Super glue smells really good. I like
'Cause
super glue.
I can tell when I'm putting models together if I've put too much because I'm like, whoa, that gets you right in the back of the head.
I've got a head rush.
But there are a few games coming out in November. Like we said
Hit 'em.
before, Diablo 3 Eternal for the Switch. So another game coming up is Deracine. It's an upcoming story adventure game from Sony Interactive Entertainment, SEI Japan Studio. From Software and Hidetaki Miyazaki, known for their collaboration on Bloodborne. Taking the role as an unseen fairy in a secluded boarding school, the player moves around in frozen time, collecting various bits of information that serve to unfold an overarching mystery. The story is a new take on a classic adventure game and utilizes PSVR's technology to take gamers on an entirely unique and personal experience. So that was one of the PSVR games right at the very end. I remember that one now. So while I probably wouldn't mind watching it, I don't know if it's just one of those games that, I don't know, because VR still is in the newer stages where I'm not an early adopter of anything.
I'm pretty sure if I were to put on a VR headset, I'd vomit immediately.
I'm still waiting for those Patreons to plug in, so that way we get
can
AJ on.
Resident Evil Biohazard
Yep,
or whatever. Resident Evil 7.
yep. Because I will
I'll do
definitely see
I'll do
AJ
it.
puke on that one.
Yeah, I will. You guys will have to hold a bucket for me. And I'll yell, bucket! Yeah.
We have Overkill's The Walking Dead, which I think this is the one I'm kind of excited about to play. Because I think that's the one that's the actual, not Telltale style, but an actual zombie-ish game with collecting and moving and all that kind of jazz.
Oh, is that the motorcycle guys?
No, that is something completely different. I can't even think of what that one is.
Okay.
But that's the PS exclusive one. Days Gone.
Oh, yeah. That's
But
it.
no, this one's the one where it's like you have the guy who's sitting in the car on the interstate, and there's a zombie like either right in the car with him, and he's just an old dude sitting there sleeping, and he kind of flashes back to his family, and maybe either his granddaughter or daughter. And then also there's a doctor and doctors, and one of them gets bitten, and I think the girl has to shoot the guy and stuff like that, and then it shows her in like a subway bathroom. Anyway, I love zombie games. I really want an open world zombie game that is full of houses to explore and stuff like that, and survival and meeting other people. I would really like it if we had something kind of like whatever that zombie game that DayZ, but that one just turned into a stupid, oh, there's a gun on the ground, like, because these are human players,
Yeah.
and then they just would shoot you.
Yeah.
And the zombies were awful. They had no great AI.
Shoot first, ask questions
Yeah,
later.
I mean, technically that could be the way it unfolds, as humanity is a dumpster fire just waiting to happen. So waiting for that match. But
we all know it is.
but I enjoy those types of games, but I don't want it to be because what's the one on PlayStation or on Xbox?
State of Decay?
State of Decay. Because I like that game, but I hate that you have to micromanage every single person. I feel like I'm playing The Sims, where somebody is unhappy, so I have to get them food and clean them and get them to a job and then put them to bed and shower and go make friends. It's like, seriously? I don't want to micromanage 6 people's lives in a zombie apocalypse. I just want maybe 1 or 2 people.
No shit.
Everybody else be happy. Just suck it up. Realize that you're in a zombie apocalypse and that you're lucky to be alive and not somebody walking around trying to chew out the guts of some other dead thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I'm so mad. Somebody came and stole our vegetables. Oh,
I mean,
I'm so angry.
There's a reason to be angry.
Yeah,
But go find them and shoot them.
Yeah.
Get your veggies back.
so that's what I'm hoping for. Is that's what that game is going to be like. I'm not sure if it is, but I can hope. Then we have like SNK 40th anniversary collection once again going to Switch. Spyro Reignited trilogy is coming out, and I know Brady will be super excited about that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Brady's really excited for that one.
Then we have the big one. At least I'm hoping the big one, Fallout 76.
Oh yeah.
And I am super excited for that. I've only watched a few things, and what I've read seems really cool. The map is huge. That meeting players, unless you're playing with friends, is like a special event, which I think is cool. I was a little reticent, but Brady kind of talked me off the ledge on just because hitting like the bloat flies and stuff like that used to be easy-ish because you just would hit in the VATS and go. But now VATS is more like a active
auto aim.
Yeah, auto aim basically, which I think will be okay as long as it's not flying 75 feet in front of me and still shooting me with the stupid honey crap.
Yeah, I think it's shit.
Yeah, that could be too. That could be too. So I'm excited for that. I'm hoping for
Me too.
a deep customization.
I've got
that's
Game Pass, so
yep, and that's coming out. That is on the 14th.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
And because I also got a picture of a funny thing where it was, I just need to adjust the last detail, and it shows like all the shape sliders of like trying to get the eyes just right, and the eye color and shape and size, and it's like done. That only took 2 hours. Now I can finally start the game, and it goes character name, and you're like crap. And so that's what I want. I want where I just wasted a ton of time. Where I waste a ton of time just making a character that I'm never going to see.
I never do that.
I do. I like seeing all the options. I like making them either look really stupid or really cool.
My dad makes his characters all look really goofy.
Just like your dad.
Yep. Really goofy.
He's not listening, so he can't kill me.
It's true.
Take that, Mr. Phillips.
Yeah, take that, Dad. I ain't got to listen to you anymore. I'm a grown-ass man.
But I really feel that's all I got for this 30 Nerdy Afternoon Delight.
Same.
And I think kind of sparked a little desire in me. I think our next 30 Nerdy episode, not the Afternoon Delight, is going to be about RTSs.
I think that's a good idea.
I like it. All right. Well, this has been 30 Nerdy. My name is David.
My name is AJ.
Oh, and also, don't forget, even though this will now be a week later, hope you set your clocks forward.
Yeah,
1 hour. Or set them back, excuse me. Since it's fallback.
If I could turn back time.
My wife is super pissed.
Why?
Because she has to work all night, and she works a 12-hour night, so now she has to work 13 hours, basically.
Oh, brutal.
I mean, she gets paid 13, but still, it sucks when you're like, man, because 12 hours is a long shift, and 13 is just super long.
Walmart used to pull that shit, too.
I didn't mind it when I worked third, because, I mean, it's only 8 hours, so it'd be 9. But it still sucked at 2 a.m. You're like, it's 2 a.m. again.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. I hate toilet paper.
There's still 6 more hours of this to go.
But also tomorrow AJ and Brady will be going to see Ghost, so we will be hearing next week about how that went down.
For sure.
And I am super jealous, even though I probably wouldn't like it if I went to see him live. But I'm super uncomfortable by this, but I like their music on YouTube, so
yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
I probably would.
They make a big old theatrical, they make an opera of it.
So I look forward to hearing about that. But you guys have a wonderful day. Please tell us what you're looking forward to. Tell us what your favorite RTS game is, or tell us on the next episode what your favorite RTS is. Or actually, it'll probably be in the past because that episode will probably come out before this one does.
Sure will.
But you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and goodbye.
Goodbye.